Hello everyone, my name is Ericka Agredano. If you are new here, I make lifestyle and motherhood videos as well as some DIYs. Today's video is a little bit strange if you haven't been here before, just because it's not my usual kind of video, but it is something that I have been wanting to say. I wasn't going to make a video about it, but it's been on my mind for a while now, and I just thought it would be good if I put it onto a video and let it out. I guess what I want to talk about is something that happened a couple weeks ago at Target, and it just kind of upset me, and it really made me cry at the time. And initially I was gonna make a video about it as soon as I got home that day, but usually when I get upset, my accent shows a lot more, and unfortunately people don't really care if you're bilingual unless you happen to be rich or from a different socioeconomic background. But when you are the child of an immigrant, then all of a sudden nobody really cares about your accent. People think you're ghetto. But that is probably another story. Right now, what I just kind of want to talk about is a couple weeks ago, I was at a Target by my house. And I had to buy some laundry detergent, and I also needed to get some groceries. And I am part of the WIC program. The WIC program, for those who don't know, is the Women, Infant, Children's Program. It provides food assistance and formula and other like baby food as well. And Target happens to be one of those participating stores, so I figured instead of going to the WIC center, if I had to get detergent, I might as well just get everything at Target. So I went in there, and then I grabbed the detergent and a few other cleaning products I needed, and then I went to the grocery area to pick up some milk and eggs and cheese. So I checked to make sure that everything said WIC on the label, and everything seemed to be okay. I had full funds on there for the products that I needed. I put them in my cart, and then I headed over to checkout. So it was still pretty early in the morning when I got there. I tried to go early just to avoid there being large crowds of people. And when I went up to the register, there was nobody waiting in line. So I went up to a gentleman who was going to help me. And as he was scanning my things, I mentioned that I was going to be paying with a WIC card. And after he finished scanning, I swiped my card, and on there a weird kind of message popped up. And since I'm not really used to buying my WIC groceries from Target, where I usually go to the WIC center, I wasn't sure what the message said. It said something like eggs $2, and I asked him, hey, excuse me, I really don't understand what the question is asking. Is it asking if I'm gonna have to pay for the eggs, or is it asking if it's gonna accept the eggs? He said, do you want the things or not? Just press that button. And it kind of threw me off a little bit, because he said it a little bit more aggressively than the way I'm saying it now. He just seemed like he kind of wanted to be done. And so I was feeling pretty uncomfortable by that point, just because I didn't understand what it was saying, and it was making me feel kind of embarrassed. It was making me feel like he was thinking I was dumb, which, I mean, I know I'm not. This is my first time trying to pay at a Target that way. So I went ahead and clicked yes. Afterwards, he tells me, okay, so your remaining balance is $28. And I was like, what? These are all WIC items. That's why I got those items specifically. That I got that type of milk, I got that type of cheese, those exact eggs. And I told him that I should have funds in my WIC card, and I was trying to pull up the app so that he could see. Before I even had a chance to pull out the app, he just told me, I don't care what it says on there. On here, it's not accepting it. So are you gonna take them or not? And that really threw me off even more, just because I was feeling uncomfortable. I was feeling embarrassed. I just wanted to grab the things that I needed, and I don't think anybody should be talking to anybody like that. So I told him no, I wasn't gonna get them. I can just, because I figured, okay, well, if he's gonna be like this and if they're not gonna accept the card, then I'm just gonna go to the WIC center and get them there where I know for sure I'll be able to get the things I need. So I just told him, no thank you, and I just asked him to cancel my items. And then once I told him that, he said, if you don't take these items, then I'm gonna have to throw them away. And I couldn't understand why he was telling me this. And he said, since we don't know how long these have been out for, we can't put them back on the shelf because we don't know how long this milk has been out. And I told him I just barely got them before coming to the register. They were the last things that I got. But then he just said, we can't put these back on the shelf, so these are gonna have to get thrown away. And I just want to let you know so you don't do the same thing next time. And at that point, I was just trying to fight back tears because I don't want to waste food either. And I just hate someone talking like that to me, to anybody. I'm just a normal person trying to grab groceries that I need. And thankfully, I was able to get them somewhere else. A lot of the people that are part of the WIC program just don't have the funds to pay for it. And I mean, that was even me as well in the beginning. And not because I'm irresponsible with my money or because I don't make any money, but it's just because things have happened over the past couple years that have been really crazy. If you don't personally know me, I was in a major car accident 3 summers ago, and 2 summers ago I had cancer. So it's just been really expensive paying these medical bills. And this program is intended to provide assistance so that people can eat. It shouldn't have to be so hard to be nice to somebody. It shouldn't have to be so hard to empathize with people. And I was trying to empathize with him. Part of the reason I never put in a complaint or said anything to the store was because I knew that he's an essential worker and he has to come to work every single day knowing that there is an outbreak. And I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe he's not this kind of person normally, and maybe he's a lot nicer, and maybe he was just having a rough day or a rough week, month. Maybe he has family members who are sick. I don't know. So that's why I didn't want to say anything to him. But it's not fair for somebody else to treat anybody like that, especially when all I was trying to do was just get some groceries. And I guess all this I just wanted to say is, please try to be nice to the people around you, whether they are an essential worker, whether you are an essential worker and you have a guest in front of you. You never really understand how people's lives are being affected by it. And I'm not going to say which store it is. I mean, I know it's a Target, but I'm not going to say which Target. And I'm not going to be putting in any complaints to the store or anything, just because I do understand that in these times people just need a little bit more compassion. But I just wish that it was compassion that he had, that he would have given back to me as well. Anyway, I'm gonna probably end this because I don't really like to be this negative. I don't really like to say these kinds of things and put it out into the world. I want this to be a more positive channel. So I'm probably gonna end this here. And just so you know, I'm okay now, especially now that I talked about it with you guys. It felt pretty good to let it out. I was a sobbing mess in the car when it first happened. But I'm okay now, so don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'm fine. I do think that it would be nice if other places maybe try to talk to their employees more to see if something is going on in their lives. If they're struggling mentally with everything that's going on, which completely makes sense because things are crazy right now. I mean, it's understandable why people would be scared. and why people would be upset and might be struggling mentally. Maybe if employers reached out to their staff, it doesn't seem like the most unreasonable thing to ask for, especially for a large company like Target, to just ask their employees how they're doing, ask them if they need a few days off so that they can recover. Because it's not only symptoms of COVID-19 that can hurt people, it's the emotional trauma of having to show up to work, of having to see people that are sick, wondering if you're gonna get sick. And anyway, I'm just rambling now. I don't even have a point or a reason at this anymore. Alright everyone, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm sorry it was such a negative video. It's just something that I really felt like I had to kind of get off my chest and say, and I am grateful that you are here to listen. If you are new here, I'm sorry that you caught me on such a kind of a bummer of a video, but please try to watch some of my other videos. They're a little bit more lighthearted, and my following videos are going to be more lighthearted as well. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.